What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check it out. Look, we knew this was going to happen. All right, we absolutely knew that this was about to happen when it came to this Falcon movie. All right, and I'm calling it Falcon. All right, Falcon Brave New World, not Captain America. It don't deserve the name Captain America to be on this movie. It's that bad. But nevertheless, $341 million worldwide. All right, what a disaster. What an absolute laughingstock that they've made of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's all on you, Kevin Feige. All right? You got to hold this L. This is a giant L to hold, too, man. Yeah, Falcon Brave New World. Look, they tried to slap the name Captain America on it, thought that that would give it a little bit of jump. Oh, yeah, that'll help it out a little bit. Nah. Okay? Nobody's buying this guy as Captain America, and nobody's buying this bullshit you're trying to sell to the people. All right? You got to come better than this, man. You got to do a lot better than this, Marvel. You need to do better, Marvel. All right? This is terrible. This is absolute trash, you know, and it's not going to make its money back giving it this $341 million in 3 weekends. Are you kidding me? We used to get like this in the first weekend of a Marvel movie. Oh, yeah, 350, no problem in the first weekend. After 3 weekends, y'all can barely get that. Y'all in trouble, all right? Marvel's in trouble. That's why they trying to lie, all right? That's why they keep coming back with these lies. Captain America Brave New World crossed $340 million globally. This is on the Hollywood Handle. The film had a $180 million budget. It's not so bad. Bullshit. Nobody buys this. Who are y'all? Who do y'all think y'all lying to? Who are you trying to fool? $180 million. This is absolute nonsense. It's like they pretend like we don't even know what's going on in the world of entertainment. Like we don't follow and keep up with this stuff. Like the only way this sentence makes any sense is if this is in the past tense. Had a $180 million budget. Okay, yeah, that's what it started with, all right? It started from the bottom, and now it's all the way up here, okay? Before we had Giancarlo Esposito step into the mix, before we had to reshoot this thing 3, 4, 5 times, and all the bad test screenings. Yeah, we had to double this thing all the way up to $360 million or some shit like that. But yeah, go ahead, Hollywood Handle. Go ahead, Marvel. Keep lying to the people. It's not going to help matters because at the end of the day, you're about to lose your ass on this thing. It is too funny, man. Like, this is what I really love. This is when I thought this was hilarious. Deadline reported it. Captain America Brave New World at $15 million leads the lowest weekend year to date. Can you imagine that? In its third weekend, it is the lowest weekend year to date. With all of them January movies that never do shit, this is still the lowest weekend year to date, Marvel? Come on, Marvel, man. Look, it is time for everybody to sit down and just, hey, man, Marvel ain't it no more. Marvel just ain't it no more, man. The MCU was dope. It was fire back in the day. Now it's just hot garbage. Because Falcon Brave New World, this shit that they're giving us, man, this ain't getting it done. Look, yeah, again, man, like you can sit up here and lie to us and try to pretend that this is the real budget. And you can say anything you want to say. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you're losing your ass. All right? It's L after L after L for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Nobody's buying this crap anymore. All right, even some of the shills, I saw this story that popped up. Even some of the shills are starting to agree with it. How Thunderbolts can turn the MCU around after Captain America Brave New World. Hold up, wait a minute, what up? Why does the Thunderbolts have to turn the MCU around? Why does the Thunderbolts have to turn the MCU around? I thought Captain America Brave New World was hot fire. I thought this thing was great. Oh, it's actually trash. Oh, the people didn't like it. It got the worst cinema score in MCU history. Well, maybe the Thunderbolts can turn things around. Yeah, see, you can lie to the people, shills, but the people will speak through their box office or lack thereof. All right? And then they sitting up here saying, the Thunderbolts will be a significant step up from the underwhelming Captain America Brave New World. Oh, now it's underwhelming. I thought it was great to have a black Falcon Captain America, race swap Captain America. If you don't like it, you're racist, blah, blah, blah. Until they went out and saw the movie and they saw, holy shit, this is bad. Holy crap, this is bad. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to try to spin something else. Hey, let's try to sell the Thunderbolts. They've already moved on to the Thunderbolts. They're already talking about the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts is 2.5 months away. They are already talking about the Thunderbolts like, we offer Captain America Brave New World. This thing is clearly a flop. This is clearly a disaster. But, the question is, can Thunderbolts turn this thing around? So this came on Game Rant, a beast of a film. Thunderbolts test screening reactions reportedly speak volumes about the next MCU movie. So apparently this is actually a good movie. You know, we've heard good things about it. Folks have been talking, the scuttlebutt as being, hey, the Thunderbolts is all right. Thunderbolts is a good movie. All right. But look, that don't really mean anything if nobody trusts the Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore. If people aren't even going to watch Captain America, why would they go watch the Thunderbolts? Oh, yeah, I just want to see a good movie. I just want to have some fun in the theater. Okay, those people will still go. But the people that, listen, the reason that the Marvel Cinematic Universe became the Marvel Cinematic Universe was it was almost like appointment television, or you have to watch this next episode of the MCU. It was almost like a long-running TV series. You don't want to miss an episode because something vital is going to happen in that episode. You never know who's going to show up. You don't know what the post-credit scene is going to kind of, lean into what's going to happen in the next movie. So everybody was going to every movie in those first 3 phases because they didn't want to be, this fear of missing out at FOMO. I don't want to get spoiled. I want to know exactly what's happening. I need to see it for myself. The post-credit scenes, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the Thunderbolts can be an absolute beast of a film, but I can catch it on Disney Plus. All right, I'll catch it on Disney Plus in July. If it's, again, what is it leading to? If you're an MCU fan, sure. But if you're just most of these people that are in the general public, the people that they needed to absolutely go and watch this movie, those people are done. They're finished. They're over it. Like, yo, Marvel Cinematic Universe, look, there's other shit to watch. The MCU is not appointment television. It's not appointment movie going. It's not something I gotta do. People ain't even talking about it around the water cooler like they used to do. Honestly, that's what brought a lot of people in, is because you would sit there at the water cooler in the break room or lunch rooms of your various jobs, and people would talk about this stuff. Nobody's talking about this. And that's why it's only getting $341 million after 3 weeks. Nobody's checking for this movie. Nobody's checking for this movie. And sadly, that means nobody's checking for this movie, the Thunderbolts. And they say, well, this is how they could turn things around. Let me just kind of scan through this real quick. Thunderbolts won't repeat Captain America Brave New World's shortcomings. Although other MCU movies have succeeded at introducing multiple new characters, Captain America Brave New World simply took on more than it could handle. An overabundance of players in its narrative rendered the film overly convoluted, and most of the new characters were not adequately developed by the end. On the contrary, Thunderbolts relies on familiarity with its characters rather than bringing in multiple major figures for the first time. Listen, here's the major problem with it. Nobody knows anything about these characters. If you did not watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you have no idea who John Walker is, do you? Okay, you have no idea who John Walker is. And then all of these other characters are minor characters you got to be reminded of. Who is the Taskmaster again? Oh, yeah, that was the villain in Black Widow. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, wait, who is Ghost again? Oh, Ghost was the villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh, yeah. That movie came out like what, back in 2018 or some shit? Like, why would people remember this? Are y'all kidding me? Like, this is 7 years later for that character. Yeah, you're talking about Yelena, and then people might remember, okay, Florence Pugh, all right? People might remember Florence Pugh, but do they really remember her character like that? Again, if you're a diehard MCU fan, you was going to watch this shit anyway. But and to this first point, I think nobody's really going to understand this except people that have been following the MCU heavily. Even Julia Louis-Dreyfus, she hasn't shown up in a movie. She's been in random series at the end of or whatever. Like she was in Hawkeye, she was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like that's where you're going to find characters like her. Nobody cares about these characters. Only Sentry stands as a new key addition to the MCU and the Thunderbolts. Thus, the film shouldn't have trouble completing his introduction. Again, this person is nuts if they think people are going to remember all of them random characters that showed up. Red Guardian. He was in Black Widow. I mean, again, that's on them if they really think that that's what's going down, but a lot of people don't know those characters and they don't care. Yeah, I'm sorry if you really believe that. Thunderbolts can pave the way for the MCU's future movies. As a true team-up movie involving existing non-Avenger characters from different corners of the MCU, Thunderbolts is attempting a concept rarely before seen in the franchise. 2023, the Marvels orchestrated a similar idea, although it involves a smaller team of 3 rather than a squad of 7 in the Thunderbolts. If the structure of the Thunderbolts succeed, the MCU should look to organize unique team-ups in the future movie. So basically Guardians of the Galaxy. This guy wants to see more Guardians of the Galaxy type team-ups, Suicide Squad type team-ups. Like, man, look, this doesn't appeal to me at all. The most important thing in any story that you're telling is the characters. And these characters, I'm sorry, they're not that interesting. Now, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know if they somehow figured out a way to put it all together to make it, solid. But just on its face, I'm just like, I'm not as interested in this movie as I was perhaps in the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four has a little bit more on it. I've heard this is good, so that's what has my interest peaked. But overall, yeah, I mean, it's just a team-up movie. We've seen it a million times before. Suicide Squad, all right? Guardians of the Galaxy, more or less. It's just a team-up movie. Various characters coming together to figure out something for a common purpose. I'm not interested in that, man. It might be good, though. It might be good. Implementing this strategy more often would enable fan-favorite characters to compile more appearances closer together. The morally gray heroes of the Thunderbolts aren't likely to feature prominently, if at all, in the MCU's upcoming big events. So, like, yeah, it leaves you to wonder, like, who's going to be in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars? I mean, good God, man. So what is the point of this movie? Like, this guy is even saying, if they're not in these movies, this is it. This is all they're going to get. They're just going to get some random team-up movie, to fight the Sentry. And then how do they beat the Sentry when none of them have power? We'll see. Yeah, the good things about it is that the test screening reactions reportedly speak volumes about the movie, all right? That the Thunderbolts is really a good movie. It's a beast of a film, as people are saying. So maybe it's a lot of fun. Again, it's just funny to me how they're already talking about the Thunderbolts. They're talking right past Falcon, Brave New World. They're going right past it. They don't even want to discuss it anymore. Why? Hey, man, this thing is flopping. This thing is flopping, and it's flopping hard. Let's just move on, all right? Next, all right? Next up, Marvel, who you got next? Because this is a dead duck. This is about to lose money, and we're just going to laugh it all the way up out of the box office. $341 million in 3 weekends is pathetic. Pathetic, man. But hey, you know what? We all saw it coming, all right? Pat yourselves on the back if you saw this one coming, because I know I did. At least I was telling y'all that. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Falcon, Brave New World, another flop for the MCU. Will they finally figure things out with Thunderbolts? Who knows? I guess we'll have to see, but you guys let me know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.